Hey, fourth grade. Sorry I couldn't be here today, but fear not, I have an awesome lesson in store for you. So we have been practicing or talking about creating a design using radial symmetry. So far, all we've done is create a little triangle template of the name that you're going to be using for your design. So I figured today would be a perfect day to practice applying that. So we're going to put that to the side and do a little practice on a blank sheet of paper. This is just normal copy paper that I've cut into a square. So you can even do this at home if you would like. All right. Something that you're going to need to do is fold this paper so that we can get all of our triangles evenly marked out. So step one, take your square paper and you're going to fold it corner to corner to create a large triangle. Crease it nice and tight. Open it up, turn it, fold it the opposite direction so that you can have a crease going down both sides. Open it up. We're going to need to fold it 2 more times to create 8 triangles. So fold it in half, like so. Try and get your edges to match up the best you can so that each triangle is the same size. And lastly, fold it the opposite side. Once you've creased all of your folds, you're going to open it up and you should have 8 triangles. Count them, 8. So 4 up here, 4 up here. We're good to go. The next thing you're going to do is sketch out a design. Now for this project that we started, we're using our names, right? You can use your name for this practice one if you'd like. Maybe you want to see what it's actually going to look like when it's finished. Or if you'd like to just pick a word or any kind of design that you're interested in, you can do that as well. This is just a practice one, okay? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create my design in one of my triangular folds. I'm keeping it limited to just one of those sections, okay? And I'm using pencil because I might make a mistake and I need to erase. So in my little triangular fold, I'm going to write the word I've chosen. I think what I'll do is I'll do the word art. But the rule is we have to touch the bottom of the triangle crease and touch the edge of the triangle crease. So I'm going to start with A for art, and I'm going to go from the crease all the way up to the top and all the way back down to the crease. There's my A. Next, I'm going to do the R, and remember, since the word is getting closer to the middle of the triangle, it's going to get bigger, right? There's more space. So my R is going to go like this. I think I'm going to do a capital R. So from crease to the edge of the paper, and I'm even taking the R to the fold of that side of the paper. I'm stretching it to fill the entire space. It needs to touch the creases, otherwise this won't work. I'm going to do a T right here, and I think what I'll do is I'll slant it so that it runs along the edge of my fold and bring the tail of the T all the way down to the fold. Let's check our design. Do the letters touch the bottom of the crease? Yes, they all do. Do the letters reach and touch the edge of the paper? Sure do. What about this crease? Yep, touches there and it touches there. Good, we're golden. We're ready to roll. You can turn these into block letters or bubble letters or decorate them any way you want. But the next step is to start transferring it to all the other spaces, right? So to do that, what you're going to do is you're going to fold your paper in half, but have the word facing out. So see how I just folded my paper, but the word is still visible. It's on the side I can see. I'm going to fold it along that crease that I already made. And then I'm going to get a piece of carbon paper. Carbon paper is a material that we use in art class to transfer an image. It's covered in a black substance that's really highly transferable. One side has a logo or a design on it. That side we don't want. We don't want that at all. This side has the transferring material. You can already probably see that this has been used a few times. It has some drawings on it, some lines, a lot of like overlapping shapes and whatnot. That's because other students have used it and put it back, and we just keep reusing it until it falls apart. All right, so when you're ready to transfer your design to the rest of your page, you're going to lay down a piece of carbon paper. We want the black side facing up, not the logo. The logo design side goes down on your table, black side up. Once that is in place, you're going to set your paper on top of the carbon paper. Using a pencil, you are going to trace over the letters that you drew. I need to make sure I'm going as slow as humanly possible because I don't want to make any mistakes, because I'm going to show you in a minute, this material is not erasable. So we have to go slow, take our time. Here I go. I'm going to trace lightly along the A and down this side and cross that. Let's check it. See if the magic has happened. Oh my gosh, look, it worked. So what's happening here is the carbon that is on the surface of this paper is transferring to the side of the paper that it's touching. So the pressure from my pencil pressing down and retracing it is pushing into this and transferring it to my paper on the backside. I can move this around all that I want. It's gonna work perfectly fine as long as I keep the paper folded. I'm gonna go back and use my pencil to trace over the R and making sure to go slow, because if I make a mistake, I can't erase it. Okay. Like I said, you can move it around if you want. You can move it here, move it there. It's still going to transfer and not mess up your design as long as you follow your lines. Okay, I've traced the whole word, and I could check that by flipping it over and checking. Looks like it did. Guess what? It's going to be in reverse. That means you did it right. So now I'm going to open up my paper. Ooh, look at it. It's a mirror image reflection of the word. I just need to do it a couple more times, right? So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to fold my paper so the blank side is on the back and the two sides that I've already done are showing, because I'm going to make my life easier and trace both at the same time to speed this up. So I'm going to take my pencil and trace back over that T, back over that line, and since it's continuous, look, I can just go right on to the next T. The design connects, just like this R. The R's should connect, so if I move my pencil, I should just go past the crease and keep going. It's a connecting design. If your design connects, that means you did it the right way. It's radially symmetric. But remember, go slow, take your time. If you rush, you might make silly errors, and that's not really fixable, like I said, because this is not erasable. Let's say I did make a mistake. Let me look at this here. Oh, looks like I forgot to do part of my R and part of my A, or the whole A. I just fold it back, put it back down, and trace over the part I think I missed. I can flip it over and keep checking and redrawing what I've missed, but going slow and taking my time. So let's say I did make a mistake. Maybe I already did that one. Maybe I drew a line where I didn't want a line to be, like right here. Let's say I drew my R, but I went, whoa, too far. I drew that a little crooked, and now I've got like a weird line here, and what do? I can't erase it. It's not the end of the world, though. What if I turned this line into a stripe design? Maybe when I start adding markers or pattern, I use like a thin Sharpie or a black marker, and I add some little diagonal stripes to each of my spaces. That could be pretty cool. That's one way to turn something that's not so amazing into something even awesomer, right? So let's work with that. Because in art, we don't just crumble it up and give up. We like to take our designs and turn them into beautiful things. Obviously, I would need to keep tracing, fold it like this, and do the other side. But like I said, this works through pressure of your pencil. So like, for example, if I were to be drawing and I wanted to erase something, I can't erase it like this because the pressure of my pencil eraser is going to just make smudgy marks and scratches where I'm trying to erase. I could even just take my finger. Watch this. I just scratched across the paper and it created a line where my nail just rubbed on my paper. If you just do this, guess what? It's going to make little scratch marks. It's working through pressure. So please be mindful of that as you're working. Now that I've ruined the other side of the paper, I'm going to show you how to add some color. So remember I had this design here and I was not so thrilled with it. Perhaps I would just take a marker and add some little stripes to fill in the space. No, you can't even see where that mistake was. I've hidden it with an intentional art design. Since this is symmetrical, I need to reflect this design into the other half of this part of the design. So I'm going to continue to add little stripes just to make it match the other side. It should be a mirror image. So if I put purple stripes here, that means I'm gonna just need to keep adding purple stripes all through my paper. All right, so I hope you guys have a really fun time with this. Enjoy. I can't wait to see them when I return. Bye.